Since now you know how to edit. Watch, the Falcons gonna come back.
They're not coming back.
The Falcons gonna come back and beat the Seahawks by 2 points.
They're like 1-6.
That
They're
would
not
be-
coming back.
Don't be talking too much.
Second.
Got more new likes this week. Yo, you know how long it's been that we actually went on and it was 8 o'clock? Because we're
I
on
just
right now
think
and
that
it's
shit
8
just
o'clock.
happened by accident though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starving too. I'm ready to cook dinner, so
I don't see
I don't
the-
see it either. Videos live.
Stephanie said, hi, I just got notified. Hey, Stephanie. It's because she's amazing.
Oh shit, I gotta turn the volume down.
Hey, Stephanie. Whoa.
Weird.
Whoa.
Give us a couple minutes to get everything going, please. So you just share to a group or share to a page?
Huh? No.
Just-
Why can't
no,
I
hold
told
on,
you
just-
don't share. You can share it. This is
Yeah.
mine. If you want to share it on my regular page, you can. Hey, Corinna. Hey, Devon. But that's not what I asked you. I asked you to invite people.
Oh, here.
Oh, my God.
Like, yeah.
I'm so sorry. My husband is still not
I ain't did
really...
this way before.
Yeah, you have. You're not really good at this. You should be talking while...
No,
one
usually
of us
it's
is
backwards. So
supposed to-
usually I'm talking while you doing all this.
No, yeah.
Go ahead, tell the people something.
No, I can't.
What?
Oh.
Exactly.
Then you talk and I do this because you can't. You're not good at multitasking.
Well, that's all you can invite anyway. You can't invite everyone.
Okay.
All right, you done?
No, talk. I need some time. Like
All
I
right,
always
people. Hello. If whoever's coming in, hey, what we about to talk about today is influences on your
You
relationship.
can't talk about that
Oh,
because
well,
I'm
you
supposed
tell
to
me
do
what we're
the
supposed to talking
opening.
about. I'm supposed to sit here and make up a story.
No, you're just supposed to have natural conversation with people. I don't know how that is so hard. Why can't you just have natural conversation with the people that are
Because I'm
watching
socially
you right
awkward.
now? You're not socially awkward. You need all
You're
of
so
your light
frustrated,
skin. You
bro.
like all the attention there is.
Oh, God, wow. Hello, people. How are you guys doing today? How was your week? It's been a long week. Where's the comment section at? I can't even see the people.
Oh my God.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Hey, Don.
people.
Oh no, go ahead, do what you're supposed to do. Let me do all the talking. Hey, Don, how you doing, girl? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hey, you, bro. Hey, we missed you. It's been a whole week. Hey, how you doing, Karina? Oh man, we can't wait to see a meeting of the souls. It's gonna be awesome. See, she don't want to talk to me. Hey, I was about to say something really inappropriate, Stephanie. What's good with you?
I can't.
I'm awkward like you. That's why I didn't want to talk. This is what she's supposed to do. Ain't she the favorite host? I figured that. Hey, what's going on, Faith? How you doing? Faith, how was your week? Was it good? What are you doing?
I
man?
know, I'm
Why you
working.
looking over here? Work. This is what I'm talking about. You can't even focus, man.
I just wanted to see who Faith is.
How's everybody doing, man? Tell me about your week. Mine was long as shit. All right. I'm on like 16-hour. Yeah, I'm on 16-hour days at the moment, and bro, that shit is killing me. I feel like I be seeing shit. I be driving home at night, and I feel like shit be running across the road, and it don't really be there. So I only got like 2 more weeks of this, and I'm done. So that's how my week is going. We just waiting on Mary here to get her stuff together.
Alright, we can
and
do
then-
it because it's not working the way I need it to anyway. I'm gonna do it while we talk and then you can talk and do all this because you're annoying and it's not. Ugh. Okay, anyway. I'm a female, that's my son. Faith and Trust. Oh, see, Faith is a female.
Yeah, I said, how you doing, Faith? What are you talking about?
No, well, I don't know.
And that's my son.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
probably
yeah,
because of the
good.
picture.
Yeah, okay, I got
and it's Talk That time. My name is Mary Sunshine. I'm your favorite host forever and ever and ever. And to my left we have...
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Eddie Monster. What's good with you?
Today's topic is influences in the relationship. We're not just going to talk about boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, man and woman, but all kinds of relationships, okay? So the question is, for you guys, Eddie's going to ask.
Wow.
Before he's going to ask, though.
So you do that shit on purpose, right?
No,
I'm not even talking.
because I remember things. So before he goes and do that, ladies and gentlemen, please do me a favor and share the video, invite people, do a watch party, whatever the case may be, so we can all talk about it. And the people that are new, thank you guys for tuning in. Faith, we are excited and interested to see what you have to say about...
Yes, please be a talker about influences in relationships. So
Yes,
the question that I had...
Okay,
Chill. The question that I got today for you guys is... Have you ever unintentionally let someone influence your relationship? And if you did, how? How so? Was it good? Was it bad? And what was that experience?
That was not the
That's
question.
one question.
Okay, but that...
What was the question I told you?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
What was the question I told you?
So what... So have you...
Have I ever had to let somebody influence my
I don't know,
relationship?
your question. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Marina.
I have. Have I let some... Yeah, alright, so... I'm going to tell you my standpoint, right? You got... Either you have or you haven't. My standpoint is do not let anyone influence your relationship.
Hi, Angela.
That's including family. I ain't gonna lie. Family is like the number one for me. I have done it before. I will no longer allow family into my relationship. Why? First of all, yeah, we just go right in, right?
Go.
Alright, so first of all, people don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like your friend. Imagine that. Like, if you got jumped and then you became friends with the person you got jumped by, your best friend ain't never gonna forget that you got jumped. They never gonna be friends with them. That's like family, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have that issue. There's certain shit you can talk about, like regular arguments, like, I don't know, I tease her, she tease me, or she always forgets to bring home milk, so I argue about that shit. Sure, I can talk about it with my brother-in-law, shit like that. But like when you start getting into, we got financial issues, we got infidelity issues, we got things like that, your family don't need to be a part of that. My reasoning...
What's up, Chantel? I'm listening.
You listening?
Yeah.
I'm on to something.
You're not.
If she's listening.
I'm just waiting for you to actual drop jewels, because you...
That is a jewel. Alright, the jewel is right here. Is because once you forgive and you guys get over that as in your relationship, your family ain't gonna forgive that. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be a lot harder. You just made your mate an enemy, pretty much, to your family.
So that's your
You're
jewel.
a target. That's kind of like the jewels are gonna come later. You want me to get everything done in the first 5 minutes?
Alright, so this was interesting. Thank you for your participation. Alright, people, here goes my question. Who did you talk to and gave you a bad advice? Yeah, see, Luke said no jewels.
Not yet, man. We just getting started. Damn, give me a break.
So, I'm going to tell y'all, a mistake I made was I asked my aunt, here's the thing, right? There's asking for advice and then there's venting. Two different things,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So, when you vent to a family member and you just want to tell them how you feel, but then they decide to give you advice, and then they even go ahead and try to talk to the person, your significant other, to figure out to help you
To
out.
fix it before you?
Yeah, but ain't no fixing. It was making it.
You know the worst thing about that too is when they go to fix it without your knowledge. It's like, yo, I'm venting. Hey man, she get on my damn nerves, whatever. And then I get a phone call from her. Yo, your sister just called me, trying to ask me how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's the worst.
But has
'Cause
it
you
happened
sidelined.
to y'all? Because I feel like y'all like just looking at us, but y'all not saying anything. Have you ever been someone that someone vented to you and you just went ahead and thought you could fix it?
They family and friends in here. That's why they ain't talking.
That's why they're not saying anything.
You scared? Another. What other issue you saying about your aunt? What was the actual? Do you care to mention what the actual issue was?
I was venting to her that you're growing on my freaking nerves, and that you're
Me.
not. Yes, you, and that you're not helpful at all, and you think it's all about you. You were selfish. That was the time when you were selfish.
Okay.
And I was venting to her that you're selfish, and she said it's okay. I have to understand where you're coming from.
So that,
Yeah, and she
one
was
for
like,
the home team.
and she was like, just be happy. But she's also the one that doesn't have a relationship. So,
Bingo, there goes Jewel right there. First of all, if you're gonna invite somebody into your relationship, they should probably be in
this
a
is what the question
relationship.
should be: who should you confide in? If you have problems with your significant other, who should you confide in and talk about it? Because they always say you should talk to someone else that is here. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
You should talk to someone else that is also in a relationship. But what if your relationship is completely different than their relationship? Also, what if I'm in a relationship? I'm in a marriage of 20 years, and I'm talking to someone that is in a relationship of 3 years, not marriage. Is that count the same? Because we're both in a relationship.
Nah, man. It depends on, I guess, the topics and the stuff you're bringing up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta have some relatability. You know what I mean? Somebody who 3 years and somebody who 20 years, they well, I don't know. It depends on the relationship, but that length in time and stuff, their issues are way more ingrained. You know what I'm saying? If they've had these issues for 10 years, it's longer than you even been in a relationship. So it might be easier for you to be like, oh, nah, don't worry about that, or whatever the case may be. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
So that's what I think about that.
Faye said, yes, I have. It was a bad idea because all the things I confided in them with my issues, they in turn treated a certain type of way. Exactly, that's what we was talking about. If you have okay, so let's say you cheat on me and I tell, but if you was to cheat on me, everyone would be like, well, Mary, what'd you do wrong?
No.
My family, my friends,
you
all
talking
of
about
that.
your family.
Yeah. Kim says, I like that old married advice. I do too. Old married couple advice is the best advice, in my opinion. But then again, there's also old married people.
Disgruntled married couples. They just ain't leaving each
What's
other.
up,
Advice.
BG?
You know them two couples that just ain't gonna leave each other because it's like we so far into it? I don't really want their advice all the time.
I'm not gonna.
I'm just saying. That's just me.
Jessica said, to be honest, I never share it because some people just tell so much that I feel like it's lame and unnecessary. Only people I trust is my dad and my grandfather and my grandmother, period. See?
No, yeah, okay.
No, go ahead.
That's that old school.
That's that old school.
Yeah.
But then again, it's also because Jessica, unless I'm wrong, Jessica, tell me, she already know that, okay, I can talk to them three and they're going to be honest and pure and real. But other people don't have that base where you have these three people, there's two people that you can always go to, and they just kind of floating around. So they just need to talk to any and everyone. So
But
that's
that's
what they do.
That's an error. That's an error on that person though, because I think you should automatically have a checklist. It's just like your regular friends, man. There's certain people you can mess with, and there's certain people you can't. There's certain people you can do certain stuff with, and there's certain people you can't. You should already have that checklist in your head on, all right, if I just want a yes person, I can talk to this person, because this is all I want to hear. And you got to go in there knowing I just want to hear yes. It's not going to be right information. I just want to hear yes. And then you got people over here where, it's going to hurt, but if I go over here, I will get the honest truth about the situation. And it's a possibility that whatever they say could actually hurt me, but at least I know it's the truth. You need to have a list right there, and then you need to have your list. You need to have the yes mans. Your little what's the girl name? Kikis. You gotta have your kikis. You know what I'm saying? I kill that mama, because you're gonna need them every once in a while. But you gotta know that they there. You gotta categorize your friends.
So let me ask you, as a guy, right?
Yeah.
When you and your homie, y'all good friends, and y'all beefing, and you need advice, who do you turn to? Because it's two guys.
Me?
Yeah.
I turn to black.
No.
Oh, what do you mean?
If you and your homie, y'all beefing.
Oh, me and him beefing?
Yeah. And you needed advice.
I go to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go to no another nigga. First of all, if he my homie, I don't know. Maybe that's what girls do. Dudes, I don't know, really do that like that. Boy, at least
Hey, tomorrow.
around my friends in my circle. If I got a problem, like a serious problem with him, you know, it might come up because we all friends. But I'm not gonna be like, how do I move towards this person? You know what I'm saying? That's something where that's a man between a man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta work out their issues. Now I'll bring it home. I'll talk to you about it and whatever.
Oh, so you're not gonna bring it to another guy?
Nah, I don't need no other dude to solve my issues. First of all, women are wiser anyway, so I should probably.
Hey, all the ladies, y'all just heard that?
I'm just saying.
A guy said women are wiser. Hi, Francisca. Yo, everyone that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Please share this video and talk to us. Devonna, I swear, Devonna, I was waiting for you, and I knew that you was up there listening and waiting, and then you was like, all right, I got it. And then you just went like this, and I can't wait. I'm going to read it. I'm going to let it sit a little bit. I'm going to read it, though, but I know Devonna's always coming with the good. Luke said what, babe? Read it.
Luke said, I've been to friends, mostly married friends, but don't let their opinions influence me because their situations and mine aren't the same.
I like that. I like the thought process because it's not always the same. I think people tend to feel like, you know what, they in a relationship, I'm in a relationship, I'm feeling some type of way about my significant other, so if I talk to them, they probably have the same exact problem. But they don't. And even though you can take it in, their opinion shouldn't influence you. That's the key word. It should not influence you. It should maybe help you out.
It should help. It should guide you. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Guiding as in walking with you like a path or something. But it shouldn't be, or not a path. It shouldn't be the only path when somebody says something. It should just be an option. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's funny because I had a whole situation about that. You said it shouldn't influence you. Oh, the reason because of that. So check this out. It shouldn't influence you because I know you.
Yeah.
I know the inside of you. Sorry. So my family or my friends, they know only what they see when you come around.
Yes.
They don't know what goes on behind our doors and all that, right?
Yes.
So that connection that we got, there's certain things that I can and cannot do that I know. Yeah. You know what I mean? They might not know the boundaries and stuff that we have.
Yeah.
So their information that they're gonna give to somebody is gonna be off. Like we had this situation where she almost broke up with me, right? And so she was mad, and I was what was I doing? I had entertained a female, right? And so she called. You called, or did my sister call you?
What are you talking about?
When my sister told you, "Oh, don't fuck with him," or "Leave him alone," or something like that. You remember?
Oh yeah.
So my sister was like, "Yo, he's stupid. I don't know why he did that shit. Leave him alone." Now we already know each other, so we already know that. Yo, if we separate and we don't talk, and I go over here and you go over here, and there's no communication, we don't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the information that we got from her, and so it would have been tragic. You're not following me?
I understand what you're saying. You got to tell it because the way you tell the story is like doesn't make no sense to the people. You and me know, but the people don't know, so it don't make no sense.
All right, explain.
Because okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all a little something when Eddie fucked up and he almost lost like the best thing of his entire life. So Eddie was drinking and feeling himself in the club, and there was this female. She was very gorgeous, I'm not gonna lie. There's a two-part story to this because you gotta think about it. You messed up pretty bad. He didn't just only mess up. Hi Zena. He didn't just only mess up and try to holler at a girl, but he did it in front of my best friend. Then he turned around and tried to make it seem like my best friend is the problem in this whole scenario. Then he got caught lying, and then he didn't want to admit it, and then he almost lost me. So that was like it was a lot of mess up on his behalf. So, but I guess long story short, no, it's not. We're gonna go into it. We're gonna go into the story. Y'all gonna love this. So obviously, like I said, he was in the club. He was feeling himself. You know that bald head is coming around. It's shiny. He looking good. He had a leather jacket on, so you know he was looking real good. I'm not even gonna lie. And this girl that was in the club, she was looking real good too. So they got to talking, and I guess y'all got to think about it. It's like three guys there, Eddie and two other men, and they're all thinking she's gorgeous, but she's just into Eddie. And so Eddie's like, yeah, man, I'm the dude, I'm the guy. So she's trying to holler at him. He's drunk. He plays around with it too. My best friend, however, is very protective of the situation. She's protective of me. She's protective of everything. So, hey, Vanessa, love. So whatever happens between them, I guess Eddie ends up kicking her out because my best friend makes him kick her out. I come into the scene, and the way my lovely husband is making it seem like is that my best friend is crazy and she doesn't make no sense. And because of her, some innocent girl got kicked out of the VIP. That girl didn't even do nothing. And my best friend Anna just flipped out and so on. Now, mind you, he's drunk. So when he's telling me the story, I'm like, don't worry about it. You know how Anna is, whatever. But his conscience couldn't let it go. So what happens is he keeps bringing the topic up, and I'm just like, let it go. And so then on the way home, he's trying to get in an argument with Anna to prove how bad she is, not understanding that he's so drunk that he messed up, but he had to somehow put it on her. So he starts an argument with her. This is where shit just went left. This is where he let another person influence our relationship when he really influenced our relationship. He brought her in and he made her enemy number one.
Alright.
When in all reality, you was enemy number one. So that's where he messed up. And everything came out. The truth came out. And then it was bad because he lied. It was bad on so many levels. So not being in this relationship long enough, I called his sister thinking she might give me good advice. You know, he is a sister, they like super tight. Maybe she can help me. She was like, leave him alone. He doesn't know shit. He ain't shit. He's the worst piece of shit. There was so many shits in there.
Kick him out the house.
Kick him out the house, everything. What's up, Lennon? So it was crazy because he had pulled, what I'm trying to say is with the whole incident, he had pulled my best friend in it that didn't have to be in it. Then I pulled his sister in it who didn't have to be in it. When in all reality, it just took us to talk and sit down. The crazy part is though, when you're in your emotions and you're going through it, you don't see it. You're so mad or frustrated that you don't see the whole situation. The whole picture. Yeah, and so you think someone else can you think someone can explain it to you. Maybe.
No, I think a lot of people just. Oh, you still got comments to.
I know. I'm gonna read.
I think some people do it as confirmation. You know what I'm saying? With their own thoughts. Like you sitting here and you thinking about maybe this was messed up or maybe it wasn't messed up. You know what I'm saying? And so when you reach out to somebody else, you're looking to probably confirm your own faults. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to see if you're on the right way. And then it goes left when they go the opposite. But go ahead.
Devonna says, I feel like there's no right or wrong answer as to who you should. This is the app. Are you on the app?
Yeah,
okay.
I got you.
I feel like there's no right or wrong answer as to who you should take advice from. Bertha and Julian were married for 34 plus years, and she done been through infidelity and abuse and still with him. And Justin and Michelle have been together for 2 years and are full of wisdom. A relationship is custom to the people who are in it. Just because I find a couple who have similar values, me and my spouse have, doesn't mean we're the same. I only went after the situation has already passed and me and my partner have already worked through, so no one can use it against us because we've already been through it.
I like that.
I like that a lot, Devonna, but I didn't expect anything else. That's just how she is. She's smart like that. I like it, Devonna. I think, and that's the main thing, the last sentence. So no one can use it against us because we've already been through it. I think that's the main part where a lot of women like to call their other female friends or whatever and go off, but they're still in it. So when you're still in it, you're not thinking straight. You're saying a lot of things that have nothing to do with the situation. Your tongue is crazy. You're bringing up shit that is already.
That's a lot of things. I hit you. Like y'all get past something that nobody knew about, and so since you mad about this situation, you'll start going on bringing up, oh, check it out. While I'm at it, they did this and shit too, and then you just all that ammo and all that stuff is just built up. And people do not forget. If you keep running your mouth about your relationship, People do not. That's what I was saying earlier. People don't forget about that
No,
shit.
they don't.
And so then when that, oh my bad, but then when that next argument comes or whatever the case may be, or you looking for some advice, but girl, remember when he did this shit again? You know what I'm saying? It's a never-ending story.
Jessica
man.
says, I just realized I may be too proud to ask for advice. It would make me seem vulnerable and weak.
To anybody?
Yeah, Jessica, you don't
To
ask
anybody?
no one. Like, why?
Like, I can understand if you got some like bad friends, but like anybody though?
Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Patricia. Hebrew said,
Go ahead. No, you got it.
I was going, At the end, everyone is responsible for their own decisions and actions. Maybe talking to someone who is not emotionally involved into your life would be a good choice.
Who is not emotionally involved into your life?
It could be. Because it makes sense with what I think I know where she's going. If someone is emotionally involved in your life, they can't detach how a situation is, like their emotions are attached to it. So they can't just look at the situation itself. So let's say Ebru is my best friend and you do something to me and I call Ebru. If Ebru is too emotionally attached to it, she can't be like, well, Mary, you did this and this. So this is maybe why Eddie reacted this and this way. Because she's so attached to me and my emotions and she just wants me to rewrite and we're right together, she's just going to be on my side regardless. There's a lot of people, you might call it, or we could call it yes men, but there's also a lot of people that just don't know how to be different. So if I really love you and I'm really with you, then whatever you say, I'm behind you. I stand with you. I do this, whatever. I'm not that type of friend. But like you said earlier,
oh, I'm a horrible friend. My friend, somebody do my friends wrong, I'm like, yo, leave them shits. You know, 10 years ain't nothing. We can do it. We can get back together, man. Go. Don't let me be going through some shit too at the same time. Oh man, I'm horrible. I already know that though.
Stephanie said when we were back home, we would talk to our pastor. Him being married for over 25 years, he was biased. So
the pastor?
He was not. She changed it. He was not biased.
Oh, okay.
So we appreciate him. Hey, Ebru.
That's what I was gonna say, cause she said, you know, you can't have nobody read.
Noralaya.
Emotional.
That's the name, right? Is it? Would you pronounce it like that? Noralaya.
Noralaya.
I like the name.
You couldn't. You said you couldn't be emotionally attached. So my thing about that is, though, then who do you have to turn to outside of a pastor? What, you just got to go to therapy? Who you gonna? You're not gonna go up to somebody random in the street.
But you know, remember we had the pastor that didn't like you, and I went and talked to him.
Y'all want to hear something crazy? Yo, we was in church, right? and I had just started going back to church, and I was trying to get back into it and stuff. She was, and we had just started going to church together. So she was in it and she loved it. She was like, yo, this is where we belong. I was like, yeah, it's where we belong. But you know what I'm saying? I was raised in the church. So I'm like, you know, it takes more time for me to get comfortable. I wasn't comfortable like that. You know what I'm saying? And
You talking about looking.
Yeah, I know. My bad. And the whole time, yeah, I know, right? And the whole time, right? We've been going here for months. He has never spoken to me. And I'm like, why hasn't the pastor of this church ever just said hi? That is awkward to me. You know what I'm saying? But when he talks to Mary, how you doing? Everything all right? La, 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 la. So then we had an argument, a really big argument, really big fight. So she was like, you know, I'm going.
No, it wasn't. I was supposed.
Oh no, you're supposed to move here, right? It was
I was going to talk to him because I needed furniture and all of that, and they said just go and talk to the pastor.
Yeah, but I thought you ended up bringing up something about.
No, it was just me explaining to him that I moved here and I don't have anything.
Oh yeah.
And that we found an apartment, but I don't have anything.
So pretty much she was explaining that. Yeah, okay. You was explaining that you was moving with me. It was your first time being away from home, and you moving with a dude.
Yeah.
Yo, he straight up was like, yo, you know, go ahead and tell him exactly, because I don't want to mess up the words. Go ahead.
He said that you should never, ever trust a man with your life. And he said that even though, because I was explaining to him, well, even though I moved to K-Town already, Eddie has never kicked me out. He has never told me, you know, pack up your stuff. It doesn't matter how bad it got. He had never, ever has told me leave, ever. So I was explaining all of that to him, and I was like, I'm still good here. I'm going to school. He's taking care of me. It's just going to be the first time that I don't have anything, and we have this new apartment, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, you should never trust a man or a human or another human being with your whole entire life. You might think it's love for now, but you don't know how this person might take advantage of you. And not having anything and needing another human being means that they have you by whatever.
Like I was in. Now think about this though. We going to church. Yeah, I know. My bad. We going to church. You seen me with her for 6, 7, 8 months. Bruh, this ain't talking in general. You are talking specifically about me. You know what I mean? So I got.
Are you okay?
Nah, that shit made me mad. Cause I remember you came home and you was like, he told me that. For me, that's somebody planting a seed in your head. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. But anyway.
Just for the people that just tuned in, hi, for tuning in, it was just the pastor question. Because you can have someone and you think you're close to them, but you're not. Especially when someone is like important to you. It could be a pastor, it could be a friend, it could be whatever. I also had a friend that I was telling how I'm happy and how Eddie's been treating me amazingly and whatever. And that was while he was going through his divorce. And my friend was like, yo, just watch him, let him show you all the paperwork, make sure you see this and this and that and that and that and that and that. And I'm like, dang, you.
Yo, if y'all knew how many times I've been shot at in this relationship, it's more than when I was in Iraq. Like, this shit is crazy.
Jessica said,
military life.
well,
Oh, my bad.
Ibra said, you got it, Mary. No,
Yeah.
Stephanie said, I just get scared they're going to run their mouths about our situation. And you're right. People tend to do that if they don't have anything else to talk about. Let's just tell you what I heard.
And that's I was gonna say that jumps down to Jessica. She said military life will teach you to keep your business to yourself.
Yes.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, the military is the worst. Yo, even like the FRGs, I ain't gonna say every single one, but it's one big drama-filled soapbox, man. Everybody,
What's up, Joseph?
You say something about your relationship, everybody in the company know it. Or
Everybody.
you know what I'm saying? And then you come around functions and stuff, they looking at your wife, yeah, you know she used to strip 3 years ago. Like, what? You know what I mean?
Devonna says, question, if you vented to a friend about your relationship on several occasions to the point where they have a bad taste in their mouth about them, are they obligated to respect like your partner when you bring them around? Especially if all they heard is bad things about you and none of the good things. Mm-hmm. So listen, this is how I feel. This is the question, right? Did you get the question?
No, you tell me.
But do you need me to read the question again?
Not the whole thing.
But do you understand the question?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
All right, come on. That's what you know.
So, you're so funny. The question is, if you have vented to your friend, if you have vented
about my relationship
several times and it left a bad taste in your friend's mouth, do they still have to respect or like me when
I come around and I like and we good?
Yeah. So here's the thing, Devonna, and you have to respond to this. Could be a boy, bruh. Devonna, you have to respond to this. One, how close of a friend is this person?
Okay.
If this person is really close to me and they really care for me, then they will ask more questions than, like, I'm going to tell them something. Okay, like, let's say, I'm going to tell them, Eddie did this, this, and this to me. This person is really close to me. If they really know me, they're going to be like, okay, but how or why did this happen?
How did you go about it?
If it's just a random friend, like a kind of, we see each other here and there type of friend, and I tell them about you and it's bad, and then they don't like you, it don't matter because obviously I don't bring you around them anyway. Someone that is close to me, I still think you should still respect them. Like is a big word. So they don't have to like you, but they have to respect you because I'm with you. So if I say my husband is a no shit husband, you don't get to say that. I say it. Just like my family, I can say, yo, my brother is stupid as fuck. You don't get to say that.
So you can think it, but you don't have to say it. You don't have to reconfirm it.
Yeah, if my friend feels like, you shouldn't be with that person, they did wrong by you, that's how you feel. Yeah. I can respect that. But if I stay with the person, then you gotta respect that too. There is no need for you to, because I vented to you more than once or twice or 3 times, that you now every time come back and say, You shouldn't be with him. You shouldn't be with him. You should, because what's going to happen is I'm going to cut you off before I cut my man off.
Yeah, so what you're saying is they should feel obligated to respect.
They should feel obligated to at least respect my man. You don't have to love him.
You don't have to have conversation and all that.
None of
just
that. But when you come around, you better say hello. You better have respect for my man. And if you have to fake it to make it, then you're going to fake it to make it because you're not going to stay over him.
I can see that part, and I can also see where some people would say, "No, you don't feel obligated."
Hi, Cabo. Hey, Misha.
But yeah, I guess if you answered both of that, though, that's a double-edged sword. It's like the obligation part is if I sit here and rag on you all the time, and I don't never tell nothing good you do, then what would I expect for the? You know what I'm saying? If I don't never say, nah, we got past it, we did this, and actually part of it was my fault, or whatever the case may be, and the only time I use that friend is just for the negative. Then that friend would be obligated to be like, yo, why do I gotta respect this person? You know what I'm saying?
That is true. But then you gotta ask yourself about this human being in itself, the person that is in a relationship. Why do you keep just bashing that person?
And then you still there. And
exactly.
Then you still there.
If I have a friend and she keeps calling me and talking about, yo, this relationship is so horrible, blah 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 blah, then I would have to ask, why are you still there? And if the person And before I would say, why are you still there? And don't say because you love him. That's like the worst answer. I hate that. I hate when people do that. Yeah, because that's what people like to do. Like, why are you still there? Because I love him. Or because I love her. Because we have kids.
What you mean, though?
No, it doesn't make sense. If you are unhappy in the relationship or this person is mistreating you so bad, then you can't say you staying because of love. Love is not going to be enough. Love is never enough. It doesn't even matter. Just even with your friend, a homie, just love is not going to be enough. I can love my friend, but if my friend is not a good friend to me, then it don't matter how much love I have for that person. That person got to go. You can love from afar.
No, I was about to say that, love from afar.
Yeah, because you're not doing nothing good for me, and all I'm doing is working my ass off to be a loyal friend, to be a trustworthy friend, to be this friend and that friend and whatever, and you just want to tell me, well, I love you.
Well, don't sit here anymore.
No, Vanessa says this might be hard to understand by the way I'm wording this, but I have friends from home that know me more than I know myself. I talk to them when shit gets real bad or if I'm way too confused about my emotions, and they just remind me of who I really am and what I would actually do if it wasn't so focused on my current issues. I think it's important to have those people in your life.
So pretty much so when she's trapped in that thought bubble or whatever the case, they pull her out. Like,
yeah,
you can't think right now, so this is how you would normally operate.
You can't read like this.
Damn, I know.
I'm saying not just you. I know, but I'm saying if it's like Vanessa says, if you're in a situation, you're like this, you can't read. So you need someone to come and do this.
Realign shit.
And exactly. And then you're like, oh, duh. Because these people, and this is probably
you're not
what...
a wild bear, you a lion.
And that's probably also what Jessica was saying. Certain things, you need those type of people in your life. And I think that's like humanity's problem because we're so focused on having as many people nowadays.
Instead of the quality.
Exactly. You have to have a lot of followers. You have to have a lot of everything. You have to look like you're like doing amazing on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and all of that. And so you forget that there's only a small amount of people that can really know you.
True.
Really, really know you. And those people, then you can go and talk to and have conversations with and explain or get advice from.
I agree.
When it comes to relationships, the reason why I like to go and talk to older couples not older couples, long-term marriages, is whether they're really healthy or they're not so healthy, you still learn something because these people still stay together for 30-some years.
So you can learn what you want to do and what you don't want to do.
Exactly.
You ain't going to leave empty-handed.
Exactly. You're not going to leave empty-handed. Patricia said, if you don't trust anybody, it makes you very lonely. It does. It does. You have to trust somebody. Because if you
can't just trust yourself, because then you can end up stuck. Like if you don't have nobody to lean to, and you just like I'm gonna just trust myself, but yourself is in that situation, in that negative situation, you shouldn't have been trusting yourself. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
like that
look
one.
at you. That was a little bit.
I know, right? So listen, I don't have nobody. I'm not. And some people it's so bad because they do have people and they don't utilize them. Whether they're scared, like what's her name? Stephanie said
What's
earlier.
up, Jean? What's up,
She was
Ella?
like, it's not that she probably doesn't have close people or whatever the case may be. It's she doesn't feel comfortable with sharing bits and parts of her relationship.
Yes.
So there are those people who's like, I'm not going to share anything, regardless if it's bad or regardless if it's good. I'm not going to share anything. So they feel lonely, right?
Yeah.
And the problem with being that is, how do you get out? Because the only person you've been trusting is yourself. You ain't, even though you got a close family, you got close friends that would help you in this situation and help you have a clear head, you're not utilizing it. So now you're stuck in this situation. You're trying to get out, but you're only listening to yourself. Yourself got you in that situation. Or yourself is the reason that you're even there anyway. You know
What's
what I
up,
mean?
Mel?
So where did you go? How did you get
Was
that?
that
rope?
Jules? Because I think it was Jules.
I think
That
it
was
was
good.
Frank,
That
you
was
know what I mean?
good. You did good. Alright. Devonna said close friends. I asked that because how do you know the difference between someone just venting about the relationship or just flat out complaining? Because I will now have the mindset that you must like it because you keep putting up with it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say close friends if you feel comfortable enough to vent to this person frequently. I'm gonna tell you
I
like
think
this.
people who do that shit like on fake, like I ain't gonna lie. For me,
Facebook is a
that shit is
no.
horrible.
Social media venting in a
Not-
relationship
that
is a
is-
no.
First of all, depending on what you're arguing about, right? Let's say it don't even matter. Let's say you're arguing about finances. If she posting, yo,
No.
Eddie got me over here and he running up my credit and shit like that, guess what's gonna happen? A dude with an 800 credit score is gonna come through and try and sweep her up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. It's always, you're gonna attract exactly what you arguing about. Oh, this person like these many females, they doing this, da da da. What you just do? Guess, check his DM. You know what I'm saying? I get now you just let everybody know, hey, well, this is what she mad about. Let me
Never
slide in.
air
Y'all-
dirty laundry
Yeah,
ever.
that is done no.
Devonna, I'm gonna say this. The question is, how do you know that someone is venting and or asking for an advice? Me, when a person is calling me and going, I just don't say anything. And I'll just wait. And they go and they go and they go and they go and they go. And then they will ask, so what do you feel? Or what do you think? Or what should I do? Then you know they're asking for an advice. If a person is just going and going and going and going and going, and then I'm like,
Just
okay,
attention.
yeah, because they need attention. If they call you and they don't stop talking, that's a vent. That's not a I need an advice from you. I ain't gonna lie. When I need advice, I call people and I'm like, listen, call people. I don't know. I tell you, I'm like, babe, I need what?
Nothing, go ahead.
No, what was you?
She tried venting one time.
To who? To you?
No.
Who?
It was the dude.
Oh.
This is shit I be talking about. First of all,
Listen,
I think we got into this
but-
shit at the
but
beginning.
no,
I
but-
talked about this
but
shit.
you get-
no,
no.
I talked about this shit before. Friend zones. When you stuck in a friend zone, you gotta be careful of them niggas, ladies. They are not there for your benefit. I'm trying to tell you. They are plotting.
Do you understand that the situation with Anna, my best friend, the situation with your sister, the situation with my male friend in the friend zone, it's all in one place. This is all around you trying to holler at that girl. All I'm saying is, it is crazy how this one situation spiraled into
so much different
influence, just to
Facts.
for us to understand that after the whole situation, there
We
ain't
don't
nobody should be ever in our shit.
That was the part. Oh, that's fire. Cause that was the part after all this shit happened. When we was making up and stuff. When I was making up and shit, we both came to the conclusion, yo, we will never ever talk. Not even memes on Facebook. If we mad at each other, we don't do memes and shit like that. We don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? It allows us to sit at home and talk about it without everybody trying to pitch in and tainting our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. But so it was the same thing. Y'all already know I had messed up. So she had a friend that was back in the States and reached out to him and was like, venting, you know what I'm saying, going off, yo. And what did I tell you, ladies? I remember it was about letting people in your, can you be friends with somebody in your
with
relationship?
the other sex.
Yeah. So y'all had a relationship in the past, right?
No.
No? Oh, no, you're right. But y'all was friends for years and years before I came in. Well, they were still friends. But she knew he had a little crush on her, all right? And he was in a bad situation, right? I think he was going through a divorce at the time or something like that. So then she reached out to him. Now, this was right before we are about to get married. What did he tell her? She got done venting. It wasn't, the very, I'm sorry.
The funny thing is, and this is how you know if a person cares about you or not. I didn't vent about him. I said, I don't know if I'm in a good place emotionally and mentally. I feel like I'm being used and pulled in so many directions. That's what I said. That was a message. And I got back, you shouldn't get married. Don't be that person. And he's sending me memes and stuff. And I'm like, I never even talked about no marriage.
Come stay with me.
No.
I'll take care of you.
Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But the interesting part of that is, around one little situation, how I said, Eddie trying to holler at a girl, around that situation, a friend got pulled in, his sister got pulled in, my other male friend got pulled in, all these different outside influences that if we would have listened to those, we wouldn't be sitting here.
We would not be together.
We would not be sitting here. And we had to decide what to do. We should close off and ask everyone to write a advice onto how do you deal with a situation. Like if you're mad at your significant other and you want to vent or you need advice or whatever, what do you do? Like, because ours is the book.
Oh,
yeah, but I'm gonna read.
Okay,
Okay, so real quick, Kim Groom said they stay because of comfort. The people that complain and vent and all of that, but they stay out of comfort. Yeah. And I agree with that. They do. You should know about that too. Yeah. Luke says the inner circle. What about the inner circle? I forgot. Inner circle.
I think he was just talking about the inner circle. I don't know.
The people that you're talking to.
Yeah,
you should talk to the inner circle.
Yeah.
Luke also said never air dirty laundry. I said that. I like it.
Kim
I agree.
Is hilarious. Kim said, I can be divorced and be remarried. Facebook would never know.
Hey, sometimes you gotta be like that.
You know what I'm
Especially because you have a lot of people on your Facebook that they're not there for the likes. They like it just to talk shit about it. Vanessa said, them 800 credit score men be so cocky though.
Yeah, because they know you in a bad place, man. I'm telling you, dudes, when they know you in a bad place and they know you looking for that escape, yo, we hella cocky. You know what I'm saying? It's like I already know you halfway out the door. I can't come weak. I just gotta come strong. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all end up in a bad situation, man. Leave them 800 credit score dudes alone. Man.
What the hell?
I don't know. Let's go.
Kim says, yeah, sometimes they just want to know that their feelings are valid.
Yeah, confirming your own thoughts.
What? Oh, when you're venting.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes I just want to know that the feelings are valid. Exactly. I agree with Kim. I think that the venting part shouldn't always be taken as, okay, this person is really unhappy and this is the worst relationship ever, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Because people that are together for a long time, they should know. You vent about, it's not even just relationship. Anna, my best friend, I vent about her a lot to Eddie and to other people, and she's my female friend. When you're close, how many times you vented about your mom, your sister, your brother?
Yeah, just
you know what I mean?
Life.
Yeah, when people are close to you and they're really important to you and you care about them, you vent.
So then those people got a responsibility. You should already know that your friend is venting. They're not saying, they just mad at the moment. As the person that you're receiving the information, you should have a responsibility to be like, you know what? They just mad right now. It's going to be different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A couple days.
I vent about my kids. Exactly. I vent about my little. Yeah. I'm not kidding. I'm venting. I'm venting about my kids.
When you talk, did you read that one?
Yeah, what's the book? I gotta explain, but I gotta read this.
The book.
Devonna, when you talk about needing your feelings to be validated, wouldn't that be biased if you go to your circle? No, they're not as close to the situation as you are. But most people's circle is filled with people who are like-minded or share similar thoughts. So to go to them, wouldn't that give you false validation? I'm not quite understanding the question. When you talk about needing your feelings to be validated.
You want me to get it? When you talk about needing, because I wasn't listening. when you need, when you talk about needing your feelings to be validated, wouldn't that be biased if you go to your circle validated? Nah, not. I mean, it depends on who your circle is. If you got inner, that's your circle. If that's the ones you trust, and if they're smart and they're good people and stuff, then it's not really biased. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand the question. So if he's saying that it's not biased, I guess I'm not agreeing because he don't know half of the time what he's saying. He just want to answer, so he seems smarter
Like,
than me right now.
Pretty much, if you go to your inner circle, they all gonna ride for you. So
Yeah, you have a wrong inner circle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But she's saying that if you're going there, is it trying to be validated or whatever the case may be? Is that false validation? Is there people just telling you and you're just already know?
But
it's the people you have.
Exactly, it's the people that you have, and you know, Devonna, from the people that you have, who you can talk to is gonna be always like, yeah, you right, whatever, and the person is gonna be like, okay, well, but what did you do?
Cause I got an inner circle, right? But I got a homeboy. I know he can fight. You know what I'm saying? If any shit go down, I'll call him. I will never ask for any relationship advice from him. But he's in my inner circle, you know what I'm saying? I mess with him on a daily basis. But when it comes to relationship, no. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we try to focus out.
Yeah.
You know, people got different roles, you know what I mean?
Okay, we're gonna go towards the end. What's the book? So, Eddie, that's probably like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing I ever did.
Yeah, 3 years ago, when we were still getting to know each other and not understanding and whatever the case may be, he knows I write a lot. At that time, he had figured out that he likes to write, whatever. And so, what he ended up doing is buying, at the time it was like a scrapbook.
It was an art book, actually.
An art book, yeah.
But,
and different friends for different seasons. Yes, Devonna, that's exactly what it is. Figure out the friend to talk to that's going to keep it 1,000. So he got that book and he said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to write in the book. It's not my book. It's not your book. It's our book. We can write in it good times, bad times, happy times, confusing times, whatever. All you do is write the date and whatever it is you want to write in it. Yo, when I tell you that sometimes I didn't even know he was mad at me, and then I read the book and I'm like, damn, he was mad at me 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know, but that him writing helped him feel better. Me, sometimes when I'm confused, I can write in it, or when I need to vent, because some situations in a relationship, when one person messed up, the other person doesn't need to come and constantly remind that person that they messed up, because they already feel bad about their mess up. But when you sit down and you're able to write it down, then you get it off of your chest without without coming at the other person. Because it's not like I'm sitting in front of the table for him to see that I'm writing in it, and then I write in it.
You take it off to yourself.
I take it somewhere by myself and I write in it, and then I put it away. And then whatever, he does the same thing. The only time that I ever sat next to him and wrote, and vice versa, is when I did a pro and con list onto if we should stay together or not. Also, again, around that same situation. No, it wasn't.
No,
that was before.
Yeah.
But that is the only time there is a pro and con list of if we should stay together. No, we didn't do it at the same time. I did it, and then because you wanted to be spiteful, you was like, you know what? I need to figure out if we should be together.
I got so many cons though. Why can't I have pros? Yeah, and the great thing about the writing part, man, is when you arguing with somebody or you feel some sort of way and you right there in front of them, it's so hard to take your feelings and your emotion out of that and just say what's on your mind. Me, I get tongue-tied. Shit, even talking on the podcast, I can't even get my thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? But when I sit down and write, though, I can write clearly and I can, in detail, talk about my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be like, yo, I'm mad right now. But I can't write, like, when I write, I'm mad. It's so many different ways that I can explain it to, like, oh, he not mad like he want to punch me. He mad like he disappointed in me mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a big difference, you know what I'm saying? Or he was yelling because he was this type of mad. So, yeah, it was dope. And it works for us. And then, you know what I'm saying, we just check the book every once in a while. And then you catch up, you know what I'm saying? And then at the best part of that is When it's all filled up, guess what? You got a part of your relationship. You got a part of your history, and it's saved for whatever.
Don't just write negative things in it though.
Yeah,
We also write happy things.
Your kids gonna find that shit like, what the fuck?
Their relationship was
You gonna tear your kids up. They look so nice on the outside. Yeah.
But if you guys have an advice onto what you can do in order to keep the negative influences out, another advice is do not talk to single people necessarily. Okay, so let me change that. If you're in a relationship and you are talking to your friend that is single for 32 years and he or she just wants you to go to the club with her or him, and then they just...
Right at 9 o'clock, you want to start an argument with the single person.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, bro, you know what you need?
You just need...
We
let's
have
go
to
out.
in Magic City,
Yeah. You don't want that friend. You don't want
Yeah.
to talk to that friend. You know what I mean? But it's like Devon said, and I think it was Jessica and a lot of other people. You need to figure out for your situation who you need to talk to. And if you just want to have a yes man, because that can go terribly wrong, you know, that went wrong too. But if you just want to have a yes man, then in your mind, before you call that person or go to that person, you have to know that this is just the yes man and I'm just doing this to make myself feel better.
You gotta set that boundary, or don't let any information that they're gonna say come back on you. Like, you know, I messed up with that, man. I used the yes man one time. Never again, man.
So when you know it's a yes man because it's supposed to make you feel better, then cool. But don't go with a yes man thinking that he's going to actually give you good advice and then run with that.
I lost a whole friend because of a yes man.
Exactly.
Because then I knew your true colors. I'm like, yo, dog, you supposed... Yeah, I'm like... Because I was... That was the problem. I was venting. And... oh, man. I was venting.
Anyway, Vanessa said, same. I hate talking to... LOL, my preferred communication is to write it down. Yes, preferred communication is to write it down. All right, people, we're almost at the end. Also, I'm hungry, and Eddie's cooking fried chicken with green beans and mac and cheese. Ibra, why are you doing Elaborate. I want to know, because I can't go offline and then you write Can you tell me what you about?
You better hurry up, because I'm hungry.
Yeah, but upcoming events are Sound of Strength on the 7th of November. We are trying to bring all the soldiers together. And again, people, this is not just for the soldiers. This is also for family of military folk. This is for significant others of military
people
folk.
Who just want insight on the military.
Exactly. If you want to understand your military friend a little bit better, then you definitely want to be at this event. So that's November 7th at the Rima Cafe in Landstuhl. Ibra said, LOL, I was just thinking about the part where you said, watch who you trust to tell your problems. Okay. That's a good,
that's good.
Always watch and think about it.
Hold on to it.
Think about it. The other event is Meeting of the Souls. 8th of November, 2-year anniversary.
2-year anniversary. It's going down.
It's going down. Then the next event we have after that is the Great Debate. The Great Debate is on Saturday, November 16th with Words and Fresh Linen. They're going to go against each other. Words is going to go against Fresh Linen, and then Lou is going to go against Vanessa Burrs. And then after that, we have the Kids Talent Show. I know y'all probably can't really see those. It don't matter. November 23rd. If you guys have kids that have any talents and they want to make some money,
bring them out.
They can win some money and gift packages and all the above. Happy birthday to Anna, my best friend. Happy birthday to Lou. You guys are amazing. I need topics.
Yeah, man.
Y'all need to send us topics because we're starting to run out of topics. Unless y'all just want us to talk about sex every single time. I can do it. Can you? Alright, my name is Mary Sunshine. I'm your favorite host. And to my left, we have...
it's your boy Eddie Monster, and I'm out.
Goodbye.
Bye. Choose.
Watch football. Where you going?
Turn this off.
Oh, usually you're behind it, so...